Former bullies and mean girls, what brought the change in you? Serious. Was essentially bullied at home by family and I took it out on those around me. Thankfully I had some friends that let me know I was being a dick and I apologized to the people I hurt. I'll always hate myself for the way I acted and I don't think that will ever change. I still catch myself being a grumbling asshole sometimes, but I will never let myself be who I used to be. Became shy after a bit. I just realized that, hey, I'm not better than any of these people by any means. I'm just below them. Now I help anyone I know who gets bullied or at least try to. I got a job as a video game tester and worked with people who were bullied when they were younger. We'd tell stories and things I found funny they found traumatic and mean. As cliché as it is, I never thought about it from their perspective or thought my behavior was bullying until then. Helped me see it from the other side. I'm much more empathic now. Pretty ashamed about my behavior when I was younger. I was a mean girl. Cheer. Popular. Thought I was better than everyone else. During summer break in high school I went to camp. I was bullied by some of the other girls there so relentlessly. From hazing, to emotional, to humiliating me, lying to get me trouble. It was bad. After that I changed. Wish it was earlier. Wasn't really a bully but I wasn't nice either. I was just a raging bitch and was mean to people who I thought deserved it. And it didn't help that there were also other people who were just as mean and judgmental as I was. It got to the point that I was needlessly fighting my friends and only when I was confronted about my attitude and I got to hear my friend's perspective that I shifted. This was towards the end of high school BTW. Took a lot of time and educated myself how to be better. Also therapy lol. Anger management, anxiety management, etc. I couldn't erase who I was and I accept that part of me. I'm not saying I'm all perfect now lol, I know there's still a lot of work to do. But all in all it's loads better than before. I'm glad I had the chance to grow up and get better. When I realized I was just like my dad, and I really dislike my dad. Was a bully till like Gr.5. Currently in senior year of college. Got bullied and felt out of place in middle school. Caused a total change in perspective. Been a better person since. Grew up in an abusive home and did it out of self-protection. Verbally hurt them before they could hurt you. I know my behavior didn't make me popular or really make me feel better, but I needed to lash out on the easiest targets. Fast forward to having no friends in my mid-20s and needed to figure out why. Actually became friends with older co-workers as a proxy parental influence and they just gently guided me. Why would you say that to someone? Why would you say that about yourself? Why do you talk that way? Why is everything a fight? What's wrong with being different? What's wrong with making mistakes? No judgments. Just gentle questions that I couldn't answer until I looked hard at myself. And I'm eternally thankful. And very, very sorry that I was the thing I hated the most. It really was about breaking the cycle for me. I'm glad that someone took the time to see past my anger. My pushing people away. My misery and saw a young person that just needed some kindness. I used to be really mean and bully 2 kids in my class in primary school. I wasn't okay mentally. And to be honest, I was taking out my stress on them. I still feel guilty. When I started middle school my mental health got worse. My depression and anxiety gave me an eating disorder and I started self-harming out of guilt. I'm in high school now. I'm a lot better. I haven't self-harmed for months. I go to therapy and I found good friends. Edit. I made a typo. If I wrote something wrong, please tell me. I never saw myself as a bully. Guess I lacked empathy. I was mainly following along with bullying, trying to be popular or make myself feel better. To be fair, in my high school class there was not crazy much bullying going on. One kid got bullied though. It literally just occurred to me a couple of months ago that he didn't actually deserve this. He was just different and made himself an easy target. Unlikable person. too. But yeah, it kind of blew my mind when I realized he didn't actually deserve the way I treated him. That nothing justifies this. He didn't harm anyone. I hope to think that nowadays I don't need to make others feel shitty to compensate. I also learned that many toxic masculinity traits are just not how I like to be. For more than a decade, I was a bully until people began to ignore me. The popular mean girl became a ghost. I got sick of my toxicity and started to treat people right. I now have a few, but real, friends. I acknowledge how bullshit I was before in order to embrace the better version of myself. But I'm not proud of who I used to be. When I was still quite young, early teens, I realized I was modeling my behavior on one of my parents, and that they were a very obvious bully. Took immediate steps to redefine myself as a person who carefully avoided that abusive tendency.